fucking cricket now is loud. Yep. October 6th, I think today's 2021. From 7 p.m. tonight, freaking bikers have been screeching at the corner, right behind my house. You hear them? It was going off. We went out and we saw them all lined up in front of the bar. That's behind the house there. Oh, there they go. They were screeching so loud. They're doing drag racing with their bikes. So yeah. It was really bad though. Like, what time did we come home? Around 8-ish? They actually popped their muffler so loud. Anyways, I was gonna get it on video, but it's not here. They like decided to stop, I guess. Damn it. Oh, now you hear the cricket instead. Bruh. So they were very loud a minute ago. I don't think it's gonna stop, but anyway. So there's rows and rows of bikers. You hear them screaming? And on both sides of the street. This is a residential neighborhood. So they really shouldn't be doing that. I don't know why nobody's saying anything. You know, nobody's calling the police. Enough for nothing. The police are there watching them. They don't do nothing. They're not arresting them. They're not giving tickets. They're letting them do it. It's a form of gang stalking too. I just wish I knew other TIs in my neighborhood that I could talk to about this, because I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one in the neighborhood itself that's going through this gang stalking. Because all of a sudden, during this whole pandemic, from the beginning of lockdown, like the first night of lockdown, they started this shit. They started shit like 2 in the morning. And they didn't stop till 5 in the morning because, you know, the trains weren't, you know, working, or the buses either, because everything got shut down. Everything's back to normal, and they still do it. But they did stop for a little while. They were just doing it though a minute ago. It was actually very loud. Now all of a sudden they're not doing it. Figures. But that always happens, right? You hear the noise harassments, and then you put your video camera on and they stop. They do it during the day too, but it wasn't as loud as it is now. I mean, it was 1 minute ago. Literally, it was loud. They're idling now. I don't know if you can hear it through the video, but I guess they're not doing it anymore because I have a video camera on. So it's been way louder. Okay, the train's going by. But it was way louder before. Like all day. Not all day, but like from 7 o'clock at night. So now, so it's getting less, but still, it's ridiculous. Alright, let me know in the comments if you have this kind of noise harassment in your neighborhood too. The fact that the police are just sitting there and allowing it is really disturbing. Like, they're definitely in on it. I don't know if that's it's my dresser drawer, but I don't know if that's like a face or something. It's a weird design. Yeah, so, I don't know. I know, I used to hear drag racing in the 2000s, like early. And it was like every night they used to get tickets. You know, the cops just sit there and watch them. The cop car is there. So, you know, my family doesn't know that it's gang stalking. They just think it's just, you know, bikers. You can't move to a residential neighborhood and make that much noise at night, you know, and have nobody talk about it. You know, the cops don't do nothing about it. That's not normal. Yesterday I went out with my family and I got gang stalked by the police. It's kind of funny because I was far from my house, but they follow me everywhere I go. It's amazing. Every time I go out, I hear the police sirens. I'm like, I'm right here. That's what I say now. You know, I laugh about it, but for reals, I'm right here, bitch. They can't get me on anything. I haven't done anything, you know. Even if they think I've done something, I haven't. So they're just trying to scare me. But when I went out with my family, I was walking to the store, one of the stores we were going to, and the police pulled up when we left. There was a little bit of gang stalking while we were in there too. There was one guy, he was standing behind me. He was buying paper towels, but he was acting, you know, shady, like they always do, like very nervous and everything. And he kept looking over at me. Even when he went to the next line to pay for his stuff, he kept looking over. Yeah, I don't know what kind of reaction he wanted from me, but I wasn't giving it to him. And he was an older man too. Yeah, like, I don't know. I don't really care. I'm like, I'm buying something too, you know. I suppose he wasn't buying the same thing I was buying. Usually they do that. Usually they stalk you in each aisle, you know. I didn't see him until after I got online. So I don't know if he actually was in every aisle with me. He probably was. But I just went to the aisle that I was going to get something, and I went out. I just went in there and got out of the aisle. I try not to buy extra stuff. You know, whatever I need, I will write it down on the list, and then I go to the store and get it. That's it. I'm not going to do anything extra. I don't need anything, really. Just, normal everyday stuff that everybody would use. So, anyway. So, when we got out of the store, a cop car pulled up. And it wasn't like a small cop car. It looked like the type of car we have in the driveway, but it was just a cop car version. And the two of them, a man and a woman, they looked at me, then at each other, and then they had the lights on. The lights were just on. And they went into the store. Why didn't they come in before that while we were there, you know what I mean? I'm surprised they came in after, but they did. They came in after, and they left the lights on too. Why no sirens? Like, if you're only parking to go into a store, you don't need the lights on. They're trying to give me a seizure. That's what it is. They know blinding lights cause seizures in anybody. Not even if you don't have seizure disorder. You know, they try to trigger you in any kind of way. And I have been getting headaches lately, so maybe that's what they do. You know, that's what they're doing. I'm not going to take anything for it because it comes and goes, so I don't really need it. I don't need any medicine. I try not to take any medicine. I gotta get to bed. I don't know if they messed with my stomach this morning or just something I ate didn't agree with me. But I was sleeping really good. And I got up at like 7 in the morning. My stomach was not happy. And I tried to go back to sleep. And I got up late because I went back to sleep and I slept. I was trying to get up at 8:45. I guess that was bad. They didn't want me to get up early. Like tomorrow, I'm going to get up as early as I possibly can. And they don't like that. They want to make sure you don't sleep at all. Because they don't sleep. So they want you to feel what they're feeling because they can't sleep and they're up with their anxiety. They can go fuck themselves, alright? I'm tired of their shit. And they don't get sleep because they're doing wicked things before bed. All night sometimes. You know, it's not my fault you can't be a good person. You have to change. I'm trying to change and be a better person. Not because, I want to be better than you, but because I want to be ready to go home. Even though I'm living here in this house, this is not my real home. It sounds weird, I know. But I don't like the evil energy on this planet. So, I stopped reading my Bible for a little bit, and then I started reading it last night, and then I fell asleep. It calmed me down where I actually fell asleep, but stayed asleep, Because even if they give me weird dreams, which they do. Oh, you hear it going off? I don't know if it caught that, but... And now it's going off now that I shut the window. But it made me sleep. It was peaceful until my stomach started hurting. I don't know why it took that long, though. It was very strange. I think they hit me with the dew weapon. Because if I would have got a stomachache, I would have had it before bed. I want to just get up out of a deep sleep and then have to run to the bathroom. You know what I mean? But they do that, though. When they do energy weapons on you, yeah, that's what they're doing. They want to make sure you get disturbed out of your sleep and have to go to the bathroom. So they're mad because they're not making me go to the bathroom myself. I can make it to the bathroom. So that's probably why they're angry with me too. I did not leave my house today, not because of them, but I had coffee. I had an appointment on the phone. I had my coffee from yesterday. I finished that. I already did everything I had to do the day before. Yeah, even though I didn't make it to my destination that day, I think there was some sort of witchcraft going on. As I was waiting, and the person that was supposed to pick me up was stuck in traffic, and they didn't call. Usually they call to let them know, hey, I'm running late, I'm in traffic. So I don't wind up canceling it. As I finished canceling it, that's when I saw Witchy Poo, and she was laughing. So she must have did something to arrange that. And it's something important that I had to do. I do it every week. It's very important, has to do with my health. So, like I said, they will do anything they can to make whatever healthy choice you decide to do for yourself. They will make sure they stop you at any chance they get. So, and unfortunately, sometimes it works. It does stop you. I didn't get angry, though. I was, annoyed, of course. But they want that reaction from you. They want you to scream at them because they like it. I don't know why. They're psychopaths. So they like being yelled at, I guess. I don't know. They're sick in the head. I'm not doing that. I don't have the time or the energy. They keep me up all damn night. And they think I'm going to have the energy to scream at them? Come on now. Are they retarded or what? They are. Anyways, eventually I get through it. And so will you. We're all going to get through it. They're not going to know what's going to hit them later. See, we don't know when it's going to happen. But they're going to get everything that they're doing to us tenfold. When Christ comes back, they are not going to win. Trust me, they're losing. They think they're winning on right now because they have the devil on their side. And he's the father of all lies. And right now he's like working overtime because he knows where he's going after this life. When God comes back, he knows where he's going. And where all his flying monkeys are going too. So if they think that worshiping him is going to give them an advantage in the afterlife, it's not. It's not going to be good for them. They think it's a party. I don't know what torture in the sick, disgusting way. Well, you still have a body and a soul for all of eternity. I don't know how that sounds like a party, but whatever. They think it's a party. Let them find out. You do you. Focus on your health. Focus on your faith, and then just keep it moving. Because we can't keep worrying about them. I try not to. But I kind of know when they're going to do something to me. You know what I mean? They'll show up in my dream. That's God's way of telling me, hey, this person or that person is doing something. Here's what they're doing. You know what I mean? So then I think that's when I have to pray extra hard. But I do have to remember to protect myself before I leave the house. Even though I walk by 100% faith that God's going to get me through everything. You know what I mean? Like, I still have to try to protect myself, because they try to protect themselves. They think demons are going to protect them, but they are helping them for now. Notice how I said for now. I'm telling you, one day the shoe is going to drop. It's not going to be fun for them. We could laugh at them, but we should be better than them. Not in a big egotistical way, you know what I mean? But just like, remember, they're going to get it. They're not going to be able to survive. What they do to us, they will not survive one day. Just remember that. They will never survive, not even one day of doing to us, you know, of what's going to happen to them. They're going to get it. You know, what they're doing to us, they're going to get it back, like, way worse. They're not going to be able to handle it. They couldn't handle one day of our torture on them. Like, if they had to get tortured right now, they wouldn't be able to handle it, not even for a minute. The fact that we could all be sleep deprived and get up the next day like nothing, that's pretty strong. I mean, we are strong. Don't forget that, will you? Do not forget how strong you are. And sometimes I need reminding too. If I don't see your comments on my channel, it's because YouTube is, you know, flagging people, flagging channels and everything. So sometimes I won't get your comments. I'll see it in the notifications. When you go on YouTube, there's a little bell. You click it, and then you see who writes on your channel. And I see that, and then I click it, and it's not there. So that's YouTube for you. But I think, you know, like, there's, you know, certain people on my channel, they don't like that I block them from commenting. So I think they're going to other people's channels. You know, whoever subscribed to me. I don't really see who subscribes to me. Only the first time they subscribe, I'll see your, you know, picture and everything, but I don't see your, you know, anything else from that point on. And then I just get the numbers of how many people subscribed, you know. So that's what I see from YouTube. So if somebody, like, I blocked a lot of people from commenting on my channel. I blocked them I muted them. I blocked them completely. They were being assholes, you know. They were saying such horrible things. It's like, get a life. I mean, I'm home all day too, but I'm not going around cursing people and making fun of people on their channels, you know? Who the hell has time to do that? I don't. I like my coffee time. Even though I can't sit there and come back here and go in the backyard, so it's actually better. I don't have to deal with crazy people. And that's the thing too, they don't really come around too much because we can't sit anywhere. I did see them though. I went to the coffee shop at like 2 o'clock the other day. And I saw the drag races. Well, every drag race's car, bike, whatever the fuck it's called, was red, of course. And they're all wearing red and white and red and black. Their clothes from head to toe. This is what I'm telling you. The cops let them do that so they can spy on us. I'm not even joking. That's exactly what they're doing. They give them those bikes. They give them money. They give them bikes. You know? So they're not going to stop doing that stuff. I was just surprised nobody's complaining about it. Because it is a residential neighborhood. So maybe, you know, those people, maybe they give the people in the neighborhoods like weed or something to not say anything. That could be. There's at least 2 drug dealer houses on this block. That shouldn't be allowed either, but that's why the taxi cabs are always waiting at the corner at nighttime. They're looking for coke. They idle and they wait. There's one house on the corner across the street, and always people just all night. They're always hanging out there out front. And there's kids that live in those houses too. It's like ridiculous. It's like, what are you doing? So they're allowed to stay there because, you know, they do the drugs. The cops need the drugs too. They take coke all the time. I think they stay up all night. They need the cocaine. The cab drivers need cocaine. Regular car service needs cocaine. Even if it's just a little bit or a lot, they put in their coffee probably too. They either snort it right there on their finger, or they put in their coffee or their water. And you and me, we get gang stalked constantly with noise harassment, all that kind of stuff. That keeps us up all night long. I tell you right now, I'm bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. So I'm going to try to get to sleep tonight, but I could pull an all-nighter. I didn't know I could do that. When my father was sick, he wasn't in the nursing home. He wasn't able to be because he made too much money. Now you could put whoever in the nursing home, doesn't matter. I think if somebody's like really, really sick like that, yeah, you could do that. But for some reason, he had to get up in the middle of the night, every night. And then he would fall. So at the middle of the night, get up, pick him up, put him back in the bed. 10 minutes later, the same thing. Every night. So from not sleeping from that, and then now, that's after he passed, that's when I got gang stalked way worse. And then I used to react. I used to get angry because I was so tired. So I'm like, you know what? He's gone now. I don't have to deal with narcissistic abuse anymore. I should be able to sleep at night. Nope. I was getting phone calls on the landline. I was getting phone calls on my phone, my cell phone, at all hours of the night. The first year he passed, the landline for some reason got mixed up with all the way from Georgia. So they were calling. I was like 1 o'clock in the morning. There's a woman, she said somebody's name. I was like, no, you have the wrong number. She goes, oh, that's funny, huh? She tried to keep me on the phone, I guess. So that's gang stalking right there. So I don't think our lines were really messed up like that. I don't think the landlines were down, because that's very weird that would be that far away. So I told her where I was from, not where I was from, but like, this isn't, what area this is, she was calling. She was, oh my God, it's so crazy. I'm like, yeah, bye. I kept hanging up on her, but she wouldn't stop calling. And then she got her friends to call too. They're like, that's crazy. Why is our phone lines jacked up, mixed up? I'm like, are you fucking serious? They interrupted me all night long, and then I don't have the landline anymore, so. But they probably kept my number and looked it up, and then I got my cell phone number that way, and have been spam calling me this whole time, probably. I know John, my ex-friend, knows my cell phone number, even though I didn't have a cell phone when we met each other. Because, there was no cell phones back then. But somebody else we were friends with, he told her that I was screwing around with her boyfriend. So she gave him my number. Because she couldn't call me too, and she was never like that before. I'm like, I told her, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You are gonna crank call me? You're the one that's Miss Goody Two Shoes, never done anything wrong. I was like, I don't know what you think happened between me and your boyfriend, but we were all friends before John got involved. Oh my god, thanks for giving him my number, by the way. She really does not know that she did that. I saw her a couple years later. She's like, oh, how you guys doing? And I'm like, good, how are you? Like, are you fucking serious? You don't remember Craig calling me? Like, wow. The things I have to remember that, though, really. And so John's been giving out my number forever. Well, listen, he's the one that told everybody I was his ex-girlfriend, but we broke up. We were supposed to date. Apparently he had a thing for me. No, he told everybody he liked me, but he didn't. He didn't really like me. Then I had a family member very jealous because she broke up with her boyfriend. We were at a family gathering. She got him drunk. And they went home together. You think they didn't do nothing together? Come on now. Then he stopped talking to me to start dating her. And me and her stopped talking to me. We were family. So we have not been the same since. He saw that we were very close. We grew up together, me and my family member. And he didn't like that because he's not close with anybody in his family. That's not my problem. That's your problem. You don't like anybody. He's shyster. He is. He's a shyster. He talks about everybody behind their back, especially his family. They were nothing but nice to me when I used to hang out with him. And he must have told them the same story, too. He's been telling them the same story since high school. We never dated. We didn't know each other until I was graduating from high school. So ridiculous. I had to take a couple classes over again. So I had to, and I had a surgery. So it delayed my graduation, so I graduated a year later. But he knows that and throws that in my face all the time that I had to wait another year. I had a reason to wait another year. I had surgery, asshole. Nothing else. And I took all those classes that I failed, when I was in school before surgery. So it's not any other reason. I'm not ashamed of it, so sorry. Sorry if you want me to be ashamed of it. I'm not. A real friend wouldn't throw that in your face. A real friend would have empathy and sympathy and understanding that, it was life-saving surgery. I needed it. They would have came to visit. They would have called. They would have gave your hospital phone number to the other friends in the group so they could have called. They all said the same thing. I didn't know you went to the hospital. I'm like, what? He didn't tell you I went to the hospital? I was wondering why none of my friends called or anything like that. Yeah, he turned everybody against me. But now he's gonna send his flying monkeys to find out everything I'm doing. Or not doing. Are you kidding? Are you fucking kidding? That's why he's mad that I leave the house. Even though I'm only getting coffee or going in the neighborhood stores, he gets very angry. He wants me to stay home. Go fuck yourself. I'm not staying home. He moved to my neighborhood so he could spy on me better. Let's just go there. He takes the same train that's in the neighborhood to work. And he pays people that work on the train. Those construction workers were there that day. And did a little skit with the drunk guy on the ground. I have them on video looking right at me. You saw the video. You're going to tell me they're not in cahoots with each other? He didn't pay them off? Come on now. He knows a lot of people. He makes 6 figures. Yeah, that's what he does with his money, though. He takes his paycheck and pays people to follow me around and make skits. Are you kidding? But I'm the crazy one? Oh, okay. I don't do any of that. I don't go around doing skits for people. You know what I mean? It's so stupid. He really is dumb. I mean, bruh. They're all dumb. They have no life. They tell us we're horrible. Meanwhile, they're following us around. So how are we the bad guy? I don't know. I don't spend my free time doing that kind of stuff to people. I'm just videotaping them doing skits to me So you can see that you're not alone, and you're not the only one going through this. He was even at my psychiatrist's office. I had I went nuts after he stalked me, so I started going to a therapist. And I was walking into the therapy office, and he was coming out, and he was crying his eyes out. Are you fucking kidding? I had to see him there. Out of all the places he could have gone, he went to the one I went to. How did he know which one I was going to? Come on now. That's gang stalking right there, too. And then he was in the same area one day. I went to get coffee, and I see him walking past the coffee shop. How did he know I was going to be there at that moment? Gang stalking. I don't know if he looked over at me. When I looked, I just saw that he wears the same exact clothes from my school. He never changes his clothes. Same kind of sneakers, same book bag, a blue book, JanSport. I mean, he probably got, different book bags. They probably ripped it by now, but he never changes the color at least. That's how you know that when the gang stalkers are around, they usually wear book bags and they're not in school. That too. Like, what are you carrying in there if you're not going to school? He has like bow-legged feet. Like his feet stick out like a penguin. That's how he walks. Oh, what can I tell you? Yeah, I don't really go around making fun of people either. He does. He goes around making fun of everybody. Everybody's beneath him. Everybody's beneath him. He's better than everybody. Very big ego. Small dick, but a big ego. Oh, this is a very long video. Sorry about that, but I have to get that shit out, Is there anybody you used to be friends with in high school? Just be careful of some of them. I'm probably talking about you behind your back. Hopefully we get to find out, who's doing what to us behind our back, like have proof of it, so we can tell our stories, like I didn't know I was gonna see him that one day when I went to the park. Was this during the pandemic? I think it was. It was right before the pandemic, so like it was springtime and before shutdown. I got up very early and I went to get coffee right away, and I said I'm gonna go to the park. So I went to the little handball court, and it's half handball court and half basketball court. And I went to sit on the first bench. I figured I'd sit in that area first, and then I'll go to the other, the bigger park. Yeah, there's that one. Then the next to it is the one I went to last week, a couple weeks ago, where we saw that skit. That's like the children's playground, that big one. And there's like benches all around outside of it. So that's the second park. Then you cross the street over, and there's an even bigger park there. There's lots of benches, and there's a sprinkler. There's slides, and I think it's higher with a rope too. There's like a lot of little jungle gym kind of a thing. So it's a cute park. That's the bigger park that I would like to go to one day. Not today. But I knew John. I thought John was spying on me. I didn't know he actually lived in my area until I saw him that day. I wish I was with somebody though when I saw him. And so I was just drinking my coffee and I look over. I hear the window open and I see his head popping out. He's gossiping about somebody. He's smoking a cigarette out the window. I'm like, bruh. The same fucking outfit from high school he was wearing. The black and white striped shirt. With the black collar, black sleeves. Same blue shorts. Like, it has like a netting, like Adidas shorts. Same black Converse sneakers every time. He never strayed from that look. I mean, I wear I guess the same kind of shorts. Well, yeah, I just changed my tops a couple times. I replace things that get, ripped after a couple of years. Yeah, when I need it, I get a new one, I have a couple pairs of sneakers, a couple pairs of flip-flops, a couple pairs of sandals and boots and stuff like that, Like, he'll just buy one pair of sneakers and that's it. The whole entire time. It's like a military thing. He wasn't in the military, so. Maybe he was. Maybe he got experimented on MK Ultra, maybe. I don't know. Well, it started in the military, the MK Ultra crap. And now they're just doing it to us. But they don't want us to tell everybody. Too late. Like, really? Everybody's going through it. And then, like I said, too, like, if your family's doing it to you, too, which is way worse than anybody that could do it to you, they'll get found out eventually. They're gonna get it way worse than you're getting it because they should know better not to do it to you. You don't do that to family. The one thing I could count on is them not doing stuff like that. My brother-in-law, yes, because he's an asshole. But I don't think the rest of them will do it. I hope not, anyway. Britney Spears' sister was putting cameras in her house. So, yeah. Her own flesh and blood. Anything to make that money. That's why I keep looking around my house, my apartment. When my brother-in-law comes over, he does his laundry. So I look around. Because I heard a lot of people, their siblings have done that stuff too. There's nothing really to be jealous of your sibling, Even if you are, why would you go to that length to put tape recorders in your room or hidden cameras everywhere? Like, are you sick in the head or what? Something's wrong with you. Because that's not thinking straight, okay? You're thinking crazy. Even if they do that to me, I would never do that to them. Because it's not normal. Normal people don't go, yes, pay me and I'll put cameras everywhere. I'll catch them too. The movie The Manchurian Candidate, there was a secret camera in the vent when he was in the bathroom, but the stupid bitch that put it in there, she put one, like a little tiny gadget one, where a red light was blinking. So if she didn't think he was going to see that, it was fucked up. First of all, he was looking in the mirror shaving. When you shave, you bend down to wash your face, you look up, you're going to see that. It was pretty obvious that she did that. She was spying at him the whole time. So that's why you got to be careful who you hang out with, too. That's why I don't like when people want to come over. I mean, I clean her and everything, but I kind of don't like when they come over because they could put recording devices and cameras everywhere. I showed you that video. They have very, very tiny cameras you could buy anywhere. I actually had a camera I bought on Amazon. It was like a spy camera. I was going to put it somewhere. I don't remember where. I would have put it up too, but it didn't look like it was a real camera, so I had to send it back. $30? No, it was $40. And it didn't come from America too, so it came up from freaking China, so I had to pay a lot of money to send it back. But the reviews itself, they said the video was grainy, or the actual SIM card didn't work, or somebody else's footage was on there that they forgot to delete. So I didn't like any of the reviews after I bought it. I should have looked at them before. So I sent it back. There's another one. A car search guy had it in his car. It was called NextCam. And I'm looking at the footage, I was looking at the camera itself, and I was like, oh, that looks like it's a very good footage. I'm thinking I was going to put it in my bedroom window because of what that bitch was doing. The last Halloween, she threw a chocolate bar at my window. The camera didn't catch it, though. I had a camera in my window that didn't catch her doing it. The problem with that kind of stuff is that you have to be very close something has to be in front of the camera for that to happen, which is annoying. That camera was very pain in the ass to install. And the other time she threw the bread at my window, it didn't show that. It didn't show the bread flying to the window. It showed the squirrel picking it up and eating it. I was like, are you fucking kidding? You fucking bitch got away with it again. So, yeah. Everybody was out for the Halloween last year. You know, trick-or-treating and all that kind of stuff. So nobody was home. I guess her husband or somebody wasn't home from work. And the son was out, I guess, at a party or something, I don't know. She's like, oh, this is a perfect opportunity. It's like 10 o'clock at night, yeah, boom. I look at that fucking bitch. I look on the windowsill. I didn't look until the next day. And so I saw the Snickers bar on my windowsill. Out of the wrapper, too. I was like, nope, I ain't eating that shit. The fuck she think I'm gonna eat that, really? She really thinks I'm gonna eat it? Why, because I'm fat? So she wants me to eat all the bread and the chocolate bars. At least 2. She wants me to eat all stuff. Nope. No. Just because I'm fat doesn't mean I'm gonna eat bread off my windowsill. You're gonna be on crack. I don't need your poison. I ain't going to the hospital, fuck that. So, yeah, so those cars, those drag racing, that's a form of gang. So I can see they stopped now. So the cops probably tell them you can do it from 7 till 10. And they probably reward them with something, like gift cards and stuff. Isn't that funny? I mean, isn't that stupid? But, it's the times we're living in. When you call evil good and good evil, you know what I mean? They're like, oh no, you are not allowed to have good things. That's mine. They're like babies. They have temper tantrums and everything. Like, we're supposed to be getting the good stuff like that, not them, you know what I mean? Like, we deserve it for putting up with that shit. But they see that we get that kind of stuff, and they're like, oh, it's mine, and they steal it from us. You know, anytime that stuff stolen from me, like, not stuff itself, or like I wanted to go on a trip or something, and I wound up having to stay home doing something else because everybody else got to go on the trip, yeah. So, that's not fair, And that's what they do. They act like babies, too. What did you do to earn that trip? Getting away from you. Yep, they do it all the damn time. Well, good thing for the internet because, other people that actually do get to experience this kind of stuff, they videotape it and put it online so then I can actually see it and go, wow, that looks nice. I don't know. I would have liked to have seen it too, you know what I mean? It's like, I go through a lot of stuff. So I'm not allowed to take a break. I'm not even allowed to take a nap. I'm surprised I took a nap today and I wasn't getting yelled at. Very shocked. I usually get yelled at all the damn time for taking a nap. I don't fucking sleep because of these fuckers out here. Anyways. Like I said before, you're not alone. This shit happens to all of us. Some people are at the beginning stages, some people are at the end stages, some people are at the middle stages. It gets worse before it gets better, that's all I can say. I run into a lot of people when I have like a bad day. Like that was pretty bad yesterday. It wasn't that bad as it usually would be. But I always have to run into somebody that has, just like, I don't want to talk to you, Like they're annoying, But I kept it short and simple, just to talk to them. And they do have it worse than me, so I gotta remember that too. Some people have it worse than others. You have to remember that. So, you hear them? It's going off still, but not that much. Alright, I talked your ear off long enough. Alright, TIs. We're empowered individuals. Have a good night. Have a good morning. Good afternoon. Thanks for subscribing and watching. If I see any more gangs looking out there when next time I go out, I'll videotape it. But I really need to get like a GoPro with like a harness and do my gang stalking vlogs that way. That'd be cool. I'm gonna look into it probably after the holidays. Can't say exactly when because then they'll automatically be sold out by the time I get them. I would not be surprised, you know. That's why I try not to tell people where I'm going on here because then they tell everybody else. And I'm sure my phone's hacked in some way, you know, everybody's phone's hacked. You know, they won't let you get away with not putting your location services on because they want to know where you're at and what you're doing and where you're going and who you're with. You know, some people give that shit up willingly. Like on all the social media accounts, they'll tell you anything that pops in their head. Like, today I did this, and today I did that. And I'm like, not everything needs to be, you know, put on any social media. You know? Not every thought has to be on social media. I got my nail polish on. I gotta get a new one. Damn, it's 12 in the morning. Well, you know, I did want my laundry that day too. I just didn't put it away yet. I haven't been home. So I was home today. I was home today, but I went out. And then I was not home yesterday, so I'll just do the laundry. As long as it gets done. I'm just trying to clean up my apartment a little bit, you know. It's been messy lately. I'm just gonna find it. Even if it's a little bit of a time to clean, which is fine. It's a little area a day. Even when I go to the grocery store, I buy like, you know, cleaning products with my, you know, food and cleaning products, just so I have them. And then when I'm not tired, I go around and go, oh, what needs to be cleaned? Okay, I'll do it. And then I just do it. So, there you go. It doesn't have to be every 5 minutes of your life, but, you know, do dedicate, you know, clean your body, clean your house, you know. Even if it's 12 o'clock at night, it's whenever you have a moment, just do it. Nike swish. Yeah, I have the clean products ready. Like, I look around, I see what do I have to clean. And I'm like, okay, I'll do that sometime during the week. You know, it's not going to be done right this second. It can't be, you know. Like, if I'm tired, you know, you're tired too. We get tired from being young, so they keep us up all night. So, you know, we have to find the moment to do something, you know, for ourselves and just to clean. It takes time. It takes time to make time for yourself, you know. Especially if you have kids and a regular job, even, you know, it's very rare to have a regular job when you're targeted. Or even a house to live in, so just be thankful you have those things. And just, you know, do what you gotta do. Even if you have to go to a laundromat. And try to stay awake and try to go to bed. You know, when it's time to go to bed. I gotta try to focus on that too. No matter how tired they make me. You know, just rainbow. It's from Michael's. It's you put like anything in it. I got stationery stuff in there. I bought the last one online. Now they have them again. They're like, we don't know when we're having this again. They have them again. It's very convenient, actually. And even if you have to move, you can just take it apart. Like, it comes up, the drawers come out. You know, the whole plastic pieces, you can stack them on top of each other. That's what I'm saying. I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff too. Throwing stuff away, selling stuff. As long as all the stuff I don't need eventually goes out, it's gonna be good, because then I could focus on just getting what I need. Like clothes, I'll always need clothes. Toiletries, I'll always need toiletries. Coffee. No, I cannot live without it. I love the taste of coffee, damn it. Iced coffee. Not too, like sometimes when I go to Dunkin', I see people that order the same coffee as me. Like the police officers, they'll come in and they'll order the same exact coffee I just ordered. And then look at me to look for my reaction because they want me to get angry. Nope. It's all on you. Like I said, you know, I put like 2 pumps of caramel sometimes, or 2 pumps of vanilla, French vanilla syrup. That's the most I'll ever put because it's already sweet. So if you don't like sweet stuff and you order the same coffee as me, hopefully it'll leave a bad taste in your mouth all day. That's what you get for copying me. Have your own identity, damn it. That's what they don't like too. They don't like that we have our own identities. Our own likes and dislikes. You know, we don't go with the crowd. The hell would I want to be in the crowd for? I want to stand out. We are stars. We ain't standing. We are not with the crowd. We're standing out. Shine. Shine bright like a diamond. That's right. Oh, they see it. Like the guy from the haircutter's place, when he was sitting in Dunkin' the last day we could sit there, I was talking to somebody from the neighborhood, and we were talking about that kind of stuff. Because he had his camera aimed at me. He always stared at me right from across where I would sit. And I would sit there on purpose so he could stare at me. Because I saw him do it the first time. I was like, you know, he's going to keep doing it. And so I videotaped it. But he was doing that. And I was going to videotape it until I met up with this person. So I'm like, yeah, the guy right there is just videotaping me for some reason. He's like, that's gang stalking. And I was like, he must see my bright shining light. She goes, yeah, he definitely sees it. She saw him too. He turned around quick when she saw that he had the camera out. She goes, yeah, they see it. They see that you have a light. And I was like, yeah, he needs Jesus. She goes, yes, he definitely does if he's doing that. It's true. I tell them that too. You know, instead of getting angry sometimes, I go, you need Jesus. And they stop. They actually put their heads down. There was this really young teenage couple that used to come around my house. Red and black too. Head to toe red and black. And they used to do faces. I'm like, whatever. I'm like, you need Jesus. And then there was a couple that were older than them, but wearing the exact same clothes, the exact same colored clothes. And they kept coming around me like sharks. I was sitting at the bench in front of the deli there. And they kept coming around like 3 or 4 times. I think I have it on video on my channel. I'm like, you two need Jesus. They stopped what they were doing and they walked away. Because they kept looking at me too to get my reaction. I wasn't getting angry at them. And they were getting frustrated, angry that I wasn't reacting. I was like, are you fucking kidding? I have no time for this shit. Even if I'm sitting there minding my own fucking business, I still have no time for your shit. So, I don't know who the fuck they think they are. I looked at them like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, you need Jesus. They do. If they had Jesus, they wouldn't act like that. They would not be gang stalking if they knew Jesus Christ personally. But that's what I'm going to start saying now. Next time I videotape all these fuckers, I'm going to be like, these people need Jesus. I mean, I'm laughing because that should be my reaction. They really do need Jesus, though. Seriously. We need him, but they need him more because they're doing evil, so. I should be preaching the gospel anyway, so. I want Exodus right now in the Bible. I try to read a little bit every night until I eventually read it every day. You know, like during the day I'd rather read it because the demons attack me more at night because I read the Bible at night. But they might attack me during the day, but at least it's bright and daylight. You know, I'll see them. They'll jump at the bodies of people. And I did have an experience with those types of people in a different neighborhood. Again, they stalled the car from picking me up. And they kept sending, like, car services. And I kept thinking, okay, that's my car, And then they kept leaving. And I'm like, you fucking Freemasons. And one of them turned around like, oh shit. You know, like, she knows. Because he was doing, like, the signs, the hand signs. Celebrities do those signs too. Anyways, let me go because it's already 12 o'clock in the morning. Woo, it's almost an hour this video. I never do hour-long videos. It's kind of weird. Alright. If you made it this far, thanks for listening. Hopefully, if your comments are good and nice, I'll keep them on the page and I'll respond eventually. But if it's not nice and you're being a troll and an asshole, I will block you from commenting. Just remember that. I'm not tolerating that shit no more. I'm not going to get angry. I'm not going to react back to you because that's what you want. I'm not going to give you what you want. I'm going to block you.